You're listening to Crazy, Sassy, Cool.
Hey,
Hey.
what's going on, Cynthia Moore?
Oh, we like that. Not going on over here, Ronnie Harris. Veronica Harris. What's
Yeah,
going on with you? It's so good to see you, Ronnie.
yeah, you too. You too, see. You too.
So what's happening over here? You want me to welcome everybody and then
Absolutely. Do your thing.
okay. Welcome everyone to the Two Crazy Sassy Cool podcast.
Hmm.
Ladies with my girl Ronnie. I call her Ronnie, but she put me out there. Veronica and me, Cynthia. We're so grateful that you all have taken the opportunity to join us on this live episode.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Did I do well?
you did awesome, as always. As always.
Oh, thank you, girl.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. Okay.
great host. They great hosts. So today we're talking about something that's a little touching, but I think it's a very good topic to delve into because I'm sure, hopefully, I'm not the only one that kind of feels a certain kind of way sometime. I read a Facebook post from someone I know about to the woman who is slowly fading away, and we were having a conversation about that and how much that topic and that post affected me because it, as Pastor would say, sometime I'm on your street. It was on my street, and so I was wanting to read that, out loud, and see if anyone else could connect to that, and talk about what that did for me and what that meant for me. You okay with that?
I can't wait. More than okay with that. Go ahead.
Yeah. So it was a Facebook post by a friend of mine named Angela Russell that said to the woman who's slowly fading away. And I think she shared that post from someone else, but it says, to the woman who has lost her spark, to the woman whose get up and go was well and truly gone. This is for you. This is to remind you whose daughter you are. This is to remind you that you don't have to be everything to everyone every day. You didn't sign up for that. Remember when you used to laugh, to sing, to throw caution to the wind. Remember when you used to forgive yourself more quickly for not always being perfect. You can get that back again. You really can. And that doesn't have to mean letting people down or walking away. It just means being kinder to you, feeling brave enough to say no sometimes, being brave enough to stop sometimes and rest. It starts the moment you realize that you're not quite who you used to be. That part right there got me. See, some of that is good, some of that is not. There are parts of you that need to be brought back, and if anyone in your life is not okay with that, they're not your people. Your people will be glad to see that spark starting to light up again. So, if you have been slowly fading away, my friend, this is the time to start saying yes to things that bring you joy and no to things that don't. It's really pretty simple. So, that's where we are today. And uh, that post just really moved me, see, because I feel like I had been in that place of feeling like I had been fading away and had gotten away from the things that really allow me to spark my light to shine, and the things that I really enjoy, writing and singing. I'm always out and about somewhere, enjoying and exploring and discovering new things. And I was telling you that I had gotten started working again, and my life is becoming more work, come home, mentally or physically tired from work. And then I I may doze off and wake up in the middle of the night and getting in this pattern, and I've gotten away from all the other things because it's this routine that is so not me. And I happened to see this post, and it came at a point where I had looked myself in the mirror one day, and I stopped seeing me. I
You.
stopped seeing the glow. I stopped seeing the light. And I'm like, you know how it is when you know you're yourself. And I'm like, wait a minute, where's my light? Where's my sparkle and the things that you know make me me, I believe, and make me go and drive me. I felt like I was losing that. And so I this really resonated with me. That always feeling like I have to, you know, be there, in the right place, doing the right thing for, helping people, doing for people, and you pour so much of yourself out that, you know, empty, felt empty, um, and which is funny because I always told you when I leave this place, I want to be empty. But I've since learned that, with God, as you pour out, He in turn will start to pour back
Pour
into.
into you. Yeah, you're
And so
right.
I had to change that to where I don't want to be empty, because I know that the more I give out, He's going to in turn pour back into me. But that feeling of emptiness, I guess, is what I'm talking about more so, and not really seeing myself. And that's kind of scary.
Because you lose yourself into doing other things for other people,
Hmm.
and you forget about you, which is the most important thing. I've heard a pastor say, and we've probably heard the same time, that if we don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of other people.
Yeah.
And we get lost in a shuffle. And so what happens, Ronnie? Um, what do we do from now? I mean, where do we start now that you recognize that you've gotten lost in the shuffle?
Mhm.
You need to concentrate on you. Where we go from here?
I found myself getting back to the word,
Yeah,
you know, my daily studies, the things that kind of that brings tears to my eyes, God, because I just remembered something one of my friends said. We don't. God doesn't leave us; we leave Him. You know,
exactly.
and so the things that I am most connected to are grounded in the Word, and so I try to get fed through that on a daily basis, like staying in my word, writing, just connecting to, my spirit and the things that move me, and kind of got away from that. And so, the start for me would be there,
Hmm.
because a lot of my things I would do, like with my What's Your Cancer
Yeah,
um, post, I'll start in the word, because I'm like, okay, God, let me hear you. You know,
yeah,
I'm listening for whatever it is that you want me to say and to give back. But it starts in the word.
exactly.
And I kind of got away from that, you know, and that
Yeah,
saddened me a little bit because I'm like, of all places, you you need to be at all
it's
times.
in that word.
My love for God and all that hasn't left me. Of course not. You know what I'm saying? But the things
Yeah.
that kind of keep me grounded and connected, kind of got away from that. So,
And you and I talked, and I noticed this some time ago. I just didn't bring it to your attention, but I was always praying you through
mm,
what was happening. And we talked about your workplace. I said, Ronnie, you're doing too much. You're getting lost,
mm,
and you forgetting about you. And yeah, and so and also I believe God brings things to our attention too. He let us go and do
mm,
some stuff.
yeah.
I believe, and he like,
Mm,
hey.
Mhm.
What you gonna do?
Uh-huh.
And so I'm grateful that you recognize what's happening because so many of us don't always see it.
Yeah.
And we get lost, and then you like, oh, they get so far out, and it takes a whole lot for us to get back. But I'm grateful that you recognize what is going on, and now you see what you got to do to make things better for you,
Yeah.
for the vessel that God has given you. And
Yeah.
so, yeah,
Yeah, I just want to make sure that, the things that I do, they're purposeful, and I don't want to be
exactly.
just doing something to
Just
be
be
doing it.
doing.
I'm looking around and I'm like, um, like I said, I'm listening for him and I'm looking for God, and I'm like,
Yeah,
where is he in this?
yeah,
Where is he in this? Or is this just something to of course I do things out of the goodness of my heart, I want to make sure that whatever I do and put my hands on, my stamp on, that, it represents, things that we do. We try to do things in excellence, right? And so I'm trained to go, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
I'm like, what's all this going and doing for?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
What's the point? You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
So yeah, I'm looking up and I'm like, you're tired, your physical well-being is changing, and stuff. And I'm like, no, this is not what this is supposed to be about,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
not the space that I'm supposed to be in. And so, um, yeah, I thank God for discernment,
yeah,
helping me to recognize though what the things that I needed to pay attention to.
yeah.
I'm grateful for you because you told me a couple of things over time, and you poured into me in some ways that always in my mind, and I listen and pay attention to that in our private conversations,
Oh, okay. Because I'm like,
yeah,
we talk
and
about
it's something that
so
we talk
much.
about here, but outside of here,
Yeah.
and I'm very connected to you, and
Yeah.
the things that we talk about. And so when something we mentioned earlier, um, when we're not talking as much, as we normally do, I know and I recognize and I know what's going on. I resonate with you, so
Yeah.
I know what it's about, and so I say thank you for pouring into me in that way to understand what's happening and not misunderstand, if that makes sense.
Oh, and girl, you hit it right on the nose because
Yeah.
there was something that I wanted to call and tell you,
Mhm.
but I was so
Yeah.
girl, I ain't gonna be crying on this episode with
No,
you.
no, but we
I
can
was
yeah.
like, I was like, there was something, and it was last week. I wanted to call and tell you, like, Ronnie, I'm here,
Yeah.
but I had to not because I know I have to pull back
Yeah.
to let God do what He need to do with you. And I
Mhm.
every time I wanted to pick up that phone, and something would just happen, and I'm like, okay, it's not for me to let her know. She knows, and I wanted you to feel the love from here to
Mhm.
where you ought to let you know, I'm here, sis.
Yeah.
I'm here, but right now you in this place that is only for you. You know what I mean?
You can't go through it with me.
I can't right, and
Can't
it
go
was so
through
and
it.
so I got and when you said, I'm like, she know I'm praying you through and,
Uh,
and it's almost like I feel
mhm.
not everything, but I feel some heaviness and girl, like we say all the time, we gonna get through this.
We're gonna get through it. Yeah. And so I just need you to know that that's part of the growth is
Oh, wow.
a it would take more than a a, a time of it always may seem that we're up and lively, we're crazy, sassy, cool, and all that, but we're still very real and
Very much so.
have our seasons of times when we go through some things. And I was just in that in a season I'll say for the last few weeks, maybe close to a month now,
I gonna say a month.
at least a month now, kind of going through some heaviness, and I'm so grateful that we know one another enough to where we don't even have to say anything. You did not have to tell me anything. You didn't have to say what you just said. I already knew. You know what I mean? And it's no, like I said, it's no misunderstanding. I just,
Yeah.
there's no love lost. That's my sister, that's my girl,
Yeah.
and I thank God for the connection that we have to know better
Yeah.
and know well enough to know what's really
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
You ain't have to say anything.
Yeah. But
Okay.
it, and you're and that's understandable. And it hurts on my end too because you know how we roll.
Yeah.
I be like,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. I
Yeah.
have to wait.
You
I have
wouldn't have
to
jumped in
wait.
there and saved the day, swoop in with your cake, oh, there go my girl. Come and let me help you. Nope. God said, if you don't sit down somewhere, I got this. I'm gonna
Exactly.
help with you with this.
Yeah. Girl, that's me. I'm like,
Yeah. But
but
you'd
I
already
do
done your
understand.
job. If you hear what I said, you already
Yeah.
planted those seeds in my head. So your
Yeah.
job and your assignment with that from that season that I've been in had already been done when you planted those seeds. And I
Yeah.
just had to take the time to pay attention and make sure I understood for myself what it meant,
Yeah.
what it meant for me. So
Oh,
yeah, so
yeah.
you did what you needed to do. And you're doing in for me now. You're here, and
Yeah.
being that listening ear and that support that you always are. So, just want to let our audience know that if this I read, to you all, feeling like you're slowly fading away, and you feeling like you're losing yourself in all the things that come with just life and day to day. It's okay to take a step back and say, wait a minute, let me regroup. you know
Yeah.
let me gather
Mhm.
myself. Let me go back and recover or regroup and regain whatever it is that I lost. But some of it, like that was in the post, some of it we might need to lose. So some stuff, because some of the stuff that's helping us fade away, we need to get rid of. So,
That's right.
uh, and so just recognizing those pieces that we need to keep and the pieces that we need to let go of, so that we just don't get lost and don't recognize ourselves. I think that's the important part of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
I'm so excited for you, my sister. I'm
Mm.
so excited. So anything else you want to share with us? With all that's a lot to
Yeah, it
digest.
is. Yeah, it is. So a part of that is uh, figuring that out makes me grateful. So, we were going to be talking about gratitude, right? Today, that was going to be the subject. Then I got all heavy with everything. And so I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for, I'm grateful to God, for helping me to see. And I'm grateful that I can hear, him, and I can see. And I'm grateful for friendship. I'm grateful for another day and another chance to just understand, you
Yeah.
know, and most importantly, you know, um, it was something you asked me last week when we were talking about, my time in the service and everything, and if I could describe that. And there's been a word that's been resonating with me. See, ever since our last episode, and this life to me is about discovery. That's the word that this is now resonating for me, is this discovery. And part of this whole thing too is this discovering of self, discovering of your purpose, discovering of what's important to you, what matters, what truly matters. So I'm in, I guess, in discovery mode, you know
Wow.
always in discovery mode. What's around the corner, what's next, Where am I? So I'm grateful for discovery in this season. I discovered that um, uh, you don't always have to give everything.
Absolutely.
You don't have to
Woo!
give it all
Right.
because it is not always all for you to give. You don't have to. It's okay.
Listen at you.
You got to get it up, you know? And then sometimes
Um,
all that you're giving, I don't know how to say that, but everybody ain't always worthy of your all either.
Gary, why don't you just go ahead and just sign off?
You
We
know,
need to just sign off. But you,
and
Ronnie,
it's
you're
not about
as
like you're all of that, but it's just like
right.
you because they're not gonna appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Um, and here you are over here half killing yourself, doing all this stuff. And they can care less about all the fact.
Care less.
Thank you.
Care less. It's just like milking that cow. They
Yeah,
milking it until that cow is dry, and then
yeah.
they gonna keep going to the
They
next
just gonna hear
person.
you all drained
You
out.
drained and dried out and tired and can't produce no more milk,
No
anything.
more milk.
And
Come on.
you why? And you sitting up there looking like, and you giving all that you can.
Yeah,
Girl,
yeah.
that's it right there.
That's it. So
Give what you can, and what you can't give, it's okay.
it's okay. And don't beat yourself up about
And
it.
don't beat yourself up about it. I
Yeah.
tried. I
Yeah.
tried. And we're not God. We can't turn the world around.
Yeah.
He uses us to do what we can. But we're not God.
No.
That's why I have to tell certain people, you're not God.
That's true.
He uses us,
Yeah.
but we're not
Can't
God.
save the world, baby.
Can't save the world.
Whew, Gerald, I had that syndrome for so long, and I thought I had grown out of that. And sometimes, that thing can sneak back in on you. And but I had that syndrome a long time ago. Bonnie Save the World syndrome. Save the World syndrome. You can't do it. It's too much. It's too much. Yeah. And so there you go.
That's good.
Uh,
That's real good. You have signed off and
okay.
dropped your mic. That's
All right.
good.
Yeah.
So, as you all can see, Ronnie and I have talked about the gratitude, and we appreciate and the gratefulness. And as we walk upon this holiday season, we want you all to know, be appreciative to the simple things in life,
Yeah.
and appreciate what God has given unto us. It don't have to be a lot. Just getting up in the morning, just being able to breathe
Mm-hmm.
and to see life. And we all go through things in life, but still be appreciative. Even in my bad days and good days, I said, Lord, even thank you for that.
Yep. Yeah.
Because it don't even have to be this way. And so we ask you all to be grateful and be appreciative, and take the time to know how to love on yourself, um, and know how to say no
Know how to say
with
no.
no explanation
And no apologies.
for it. No means no.
Come on here.
No. And why you giving the reason why? No mean no. The next, I think in a website, what is that? No mean no. What?
No, that's it. You know, You don't got to do all this explaining and dilly dallying around it. And what does it mean?
No, me knows. No.
That's that.
And feel good about it. And so
Yeah.
we're going to end on that note. We love you guys and just be grateful for this season that's coming up. And if you all know someone that is by themselves and don't have family to connect with, reach out to them. Don't let them go through this season alone.
Yeah.
It's so many of us have gone through this pandemic alone. So reach out and bring them in your house, whatever you need to do. Just connect with them so they don't have to. Give them another experience in life and show them what life is all about.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Ronnie, for an amazing episode today.
Yeah.
Expressing a gratitude and appreciative and gratefulness.
Yeah, it's a good time. Thank you for listening in, and being a listening ear, and always being my supportive bestie, my good girlfriend, my sister. I had my time and my moment, and I'm grateful to have you that I can talk to these things about. But there are so many people that don't.
Yeah.
They don't have a Cynthia. They don't have a Ronnie. And so, just pay attention to those signs. You
Oh,
know
yeah.
me well enough to know I was having a season. Um, and people that may not know me that well probably didn't know the difference. I probably seemed fine. And so I'm sure there are a lot of people out here that, you know, look a certain way and look like they're doing just fine, but they're not. And so we need to be very much about paying attention to what's going on, uh,
Right.
especially in this season. This time of year gets really difficult,
Oh,
really,
yes.
really difficult for people. And so
Yeah.
just have your eyes and ears open, and pay attention and watch out for each other. And if nothing else, just show as much love as you can, because a lot of people are in need right now. You know,
Exactly.
we're in need, and so we got to be there for each other. So thank you for being there for me, sis. I love you.
I love you much. And thank you all for joining us with the Two Crazy Sassy Cool podcast, lady, with Ronnie and Cynthia. Know that we love you so very much, and there's nothing you can do about it. Enjoy this season. Be thankful, be grateful, and also show your gratitude. And I see you next time. We'll see you next time. Ronnie, I love you, girl.
Love
I'm
you
proud
too.
of you. You all be blessed, and we'll see you on another day. See ya.
See ya. Love you guys.
Bye bye.